Hey everyone, Donald J. Brower here with a special off-season, postseason, near-fall podcast. I promised at the beginning of the week we were going to talk a little bit about some of the stuff going on. You want to call this the state of the site address for GSHSW.com. That's what this is going to be, kind of talk a little bit about everything going on and kind of what we're looking for in the future. Honestly, this has been our best year, and that's honestly thanks to everybody. I mean, not only the request for coverage and the way we fought off competitors, and the way when I was down in Atlantic City, I had random people yelling out my name that I've never met before. And it wasn't like I saw them, as parents, I would hear people, that's Donald Brower. So that was kind of cool, like that we did that. So thank you for helping us grow, helping us do, what we did. It's been an unprecedented growth. I mean, for somebody who started doing this in 2012 was kind of a hobby on his own, to and covering 24 schools for Morris County, to now covering what we do in Morris, Hunterdon, Warren, Passaic, and Sussex, and as well as having Jared and the podcasting legend and all the others. I mean, this has actually grown into a legit business, and that wouldn't be possible without the great wrestling fans. So thank you. Part of that is actually kind of why I'm here now, is because I kind of promised what we'd be looking for towards next year. And that's kind of what we're going to be doing. Super quick, nothing crazy, just a couple announcements. Before we get to that, we talk about unprecedented growth. The sponsorship has been through the roof, especially for what we've been doing. Thank you to Champion Athletes, Dan Warnikoff, Apex Wrestling School, Dane Tabano and Damian Logan, and the Harrington companies for their support this year. And all the individual sponsors as well. I mean, we had, this is one of the few years where I think we maybe had a couple schools that didn't have a full complement of at least 4 sponsors. And we're working on doing that and fixing that this year. But thank you, everybody. It's been a great year to help us go out and cover. And that's kind of helped us with this banner year move into what we're looking for, and what I like to call my aggressive economic plan for the site going forward. In addition to hiring more people both in front and behind the camera, which Jared is going to be handling, we're going to be getting out to a lot more stuff. There's going to be a couple little things coming up. First, if you go to the site after the holiday, June 1st, you may notice that it may be down for a day or so here and there, maybe changing. We're going to be archiving last year's pages to the archive pages and having a clean new slate. We've already updated the new districts and regions, which we posted about there, which realistically just a little bit change here and there from some of the places. Not too many teams switched regions. You get something from somebody going from a District 4 to a District 1, vice versa. The two biggest offhand that I can really think of that jumped out to me were the move of Peaburg from District 6, Region 2 to hosting District 1, which that's a beautiful school. So I don't know why it wasn't hosting a district. So that rectifies that. And then Del Barton actually getting to come closer to home. They're now going to be in Region 3, District 9. So they'll be at West Orange for their region. And then a couple other ones moved. I know Hunterdon Central moved down, Del Val moved, but everybody else is kind of the same one. But we have that updated as well. I'll have the schedules up as soon as I can get them, but we're going to be archiving. So there may be, some glitches with the site just as we're doing it. It may not even be anything. I'm just giving everybody a warning. Stuff may be changing a little bit, but it's going to be the same site. Now, as part of that as well, leads me into what we're going to be covering. I've been looking, and I've been getting lots of people asking me, please come to this, please come to this area. Please come here. Please come down to Pensacola. Can't do that. It's kind of out of the way. But they give me options of where they want me to go. And, we were debating, and I was talking with Jared about it. And I kind of sat there and I said, you know what? There's something missing. And I looked at it and I said, yes, I can go onto this county, that county. But one of the big things we did this year was we were very proactive with another aspect of the sport. And we're going to be super proactive with it this year. We are going to be covering the girls full time. That's going to be Hunterdon, Warren, Sussex, Morris, and Passaic are going to get the full GSHSW.com treatment. I'm going to be going out, filming videos at their practices, talking to them, doing everything. We're going to live stream some matches. I know there's been talk of us doing the regions again. They really like that. Some of the other matches, some jamborees. I mean, there's plenty of action going on. So I just basically added an extra day of work to all my guys on Sundays now because a lot of the tournaments are them. But we're going to be doing that as well. The way it's going to work is we're not changing the name of the site. It's still going to be Garden State HS Wrestling. What'll happen is as you look and you break it down on the site, you know it's broken down by counties. So, for example, they just popped into my head just because I was looking at the region stuff. Mount Olive, for example. When you scroll down, when everything's updated, Mount Olive has a boys and girls team. When you click on the boys, or the Mount Olive, it'll then basically give you two drop downs, boys and girls. So you can go to the individual pages for each. Now, we're going to be building out the pages for all teams. There's only a few that don't have any type of girl representation. However, we will have them in the vault per se. So that way, if they wind up getting a girls team or having something along that line, we'll be able to add them, in. And there's also some teams that also are co-oping. For example, Knowles and Hills co-op, Newton and Kittatinny co-op. I think there's one more, and I feel so stupid. I'm drawing a blank. Parsippany Par Hills. Excuse me. That was the other. I knew there was a third one. So that'll be something we do there. So be prepared. We're going to be out there. It's going to be hectic for me doing the videos. We're going to try to combo as much as we can. Do a boys practice, a girl practice, same day filming. I'm probably going to see my wife less and less when we get towards the season, and doing that as well. But and speaking of that, with how the season starts, there's the new rule where teams can start earlier. It's going to rearrange how I film. So I used to have a schedule on where I would go, but now I want to get the videos up before the teams actually wrestle. So if you're a coach and you're seeing this and you're on either one, just let me know if you're starting early. I have a few, and I know it's still early. Like I said, we're getting the schedule together, but that way I can get out there and film and give you guys the best treatment. And it's a big day now because, I was one of the ones, not against female wrestling, but when it first came out, there was a talent gap where you had a couple really good, and then there was other ones filling the numbers. And I was super impressed by not only the regions this year and states, but everybody was raving about the girls at the All-Star match. And that's one of the reasons why we're going to be expanding and covering the girls. And speaking of the All-Star match, again, thank you for everybody who donated and contributed. Our best one ever, $5,900 we raised. So thank you. And then another area I've been kind of tinkering with and talking about going into, we talked about, Hunterdon, Warren, Sussex, Morrison, Passaic. And I've kind of dipped my foot in one other area. And I said, you know what? I'm ripping the Band-Aid off. We're going in. We're doing Essex County, boys and girls. And we're going to be, it may not have all the bells and whistles as far as with the videos. We're going to try to get out there. But I'm actually talking to someone about covering, someone who has a real extensive knowledge of Essex County. I'll still be helping out and doing some stuff with him, but he'll basically be handling the county coverage for us. And it's a well-respected name in Essex County that we're just finishing up talking with. But we're going in Essex County. So we're going to be doing the Essex County Boys Tournament. We're going to be doing, they have a girls jamboree. We're going to be doing all that. So Essex County, you asked for it. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is coming to give you the best coverage around. Only the way we can do it. And then we're going to be doing more live streaming. And if you guys want, we're trying to do more. We actually are in the process of doing some major purchases as far as our equipment. My goal for everyone this year is to have at least 3 matches a week on the site. 3. Sorry, my hand didn't go right. 3 matches, not including counties, girls weekend tournaments, stuff like that. So anything like that, we're still going to have those up there. We're still going to have the Passaic County tournament. We're going to have others. We're going to have the Skyline Conference girls tournament. We're going to have plenty others. We're going to have a lot of holiday tournaments. We are going to be everywhere. You are going to be so sick of us by states next year that it's going to be a relief when everything's all said and done. But no, seriously, if you guys are interested in having us come out and cover, we're actually booking now. I know it's hard with some of the schedules not being out yet, but As soon as you get them in, if you want us to come out with the bells and whistles and make you guys the star of the show, GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. Don't listen to the goof. We deliver the proof. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is the premier high school wrestling provider in all of New Jersey. We have the numbers. We have the people. We have the knowledge. Don't sleep on us. And one other thing is, as far as expanding into an Essex County and with the girls, I said it before, I said it in the beginning, sponsors. I would love to cover every school I possibly can, but that's where you guys come in. If you're in one of these towns in Essex County, or you have the girls team, sponsors. We're not looking to retire or anything. It's just enough to help my crew get through. Please have them send me an email at admin@GardenStateHSWrestling.com. They can message me. I'm very quick with getting back. We've actually had a bunch of people through the All-Star match and other ones come through. As far as the boys side goes, for all the other counties we cover, the retention rate is ridiculous. Like I'm retaining at 96%. And when you compare what I do to others and the costs, it's literally pennies. One-time payment of literally pennies compared to what you can make from this wonderful community in wrestling who loves to come out and support. So if you own a local business or you know someone, send me an email at admin@GardenStateHSWrestling.com. But to recap, greatest year we've ever had. We fought back the good fight. We're making, waves, and we're going to continue growing. I was happy with doing what we're doing, but you poked the bear. Now the bear's ready to maul, and that's what I'm doing. So greatest year, best year for the site, unprecedented growth. We are going to be growing even more next year. We will be covering girls wrestling, and I'm looking to try to do as much of it as I can, including the postseason. We're also going to be doing a lot more boys. And my goal this year is to cover as many districts as we possibly can, as well as every possible region we can. So we're not stopping. We are growing. And that's all because of the great crew I have, Jared, everybody else who works behind the scenes, all the people I have on air, and most importantly, you guys. I get so many emails. I get so many nice messages. People, are calling me, telling me how great of a job I do. It's humbling of how much love and care I get, from some of these people, and being able to do some of the work I do and go out there and just have fun and love a job I enjoy. Like, it's so much fun going out to be able to call that, but that's thank you to you. So I'm going to wrap this up because we got a lot of work to do to get ready for the upcoming season. But for Jared, the podcasting legend, for all my crew here at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, we're getting bigger, we're getting better. Watch out, because we're coming for that biscuit. We'll see you next time.